Unfortunately, I had a metal casting mishap with this crucible. What's going on, guys? So today is another day, and I am now showing you what I have left over from this broken crucible inside my furnace. That large chunk was stuck in the bottom, and I thought that that was fine, but the rest of the crucible is actually stuck and fused into the bottom because apparently some of the molten aluminum also got out of the crucible and hardened up and solidified into the bottom and froze everything together. This crucible should have been thrown away a long time ago. And if you stick around to the end, I'll show you what a newer crucible looks like, the thickness of the wall compared to this one that I am now throwing away. I don't really know the best way to do this, so you can see here I'm just trying to tip it upside down to try to get the loose pieces of the bottom half of the crucible out. But you can see here it is still lodged into place. The aluminum down there just locked it in. So I'm just going to try to loosen it up, scrape it away, and try to dump out the rest of it from the furnace here. It looks like I got most of it, but I still need to get the bottom out along with the aluminum. I was actually surprised the aluminum didn't seep down that hole surrounding the thermocoupler. So since it's lodged into place, my next idea is to turn this furnace on, tilt it on its side, and try to melt this aluminum out and hopefully gradually have it come out the front and go into the ingot that I have laying below. After about 10 minutes, I just wanted to check on the aluminum to see if it started to melt. And it sure did. You can see it here slowly moving forward towards the ingot. So right about now, I'm starting to realize it's not going as far as I want it to. So I actually had to manually go into the back of the furnace and lift up on it to get it to move. Now that I got the aluminum out, or at least most of the aluminum out, now I have to get the bottom of the crucible that was left in there. It did give me kind of a hard time, but it finally came out, and luckily I didn't hurt myself or burn anything in my garage when it accidentally just fell right out onto the concrete floor in the middle of my garage. Now that most of it's out and I'm just cleaning it up, I'm just going to let this sit and then dump the rest out later. I have a newish crucible here. I think I used it twice. So we're going to get a measurement on the outside wall of this crucible. I'm going to use a caliper and this socket that I have in my garage. The socket is roughly 24.4 millimeters thick, and the total thickness of the crucible along with the socket is 30. So you take 24.4 from 30 and you get 5.6 millimeters. The thickness of a newer crucible is around 5.6 millimeters thick. Now this one is only 1.9 millimeters thick. From now on, after this has happened, I am now going to measure the thickness of the crucible every time I use it. Here's the aluminum that I got out of the furnace, and here's the nicely cleaned furnace. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to be safe when melting metal, and I'll see you in the next video.